Okay, according to my watch, it's just after 8 o'clock at night, Thursday. Now, notice it's sun is setting. Notice there's no truck. Also notice in the dying light, that's probably my water line, how high all that trash is. I spent the last 2 hours getting back here from the landfill. I went to the landfill because, okay, that empty gallon of paint tried to float away. Because I needed internet for my laptop. So I just drove out there. The storm was just starting, not too bad. Here's my rain gauge. Full of water. I'm going to say conservatively 3 inches of rain in an hour. Apparently flash flooding is a real thing. Also, KLRs are ultimate badasses. That's just fine. Hear the sound of running water. Also, through no skill of my own, this is apparently a fairly good place to be sitting compared to 3/4 of my property that's under 3 to 6 inches of water. Observe. Running. Also running. You know, I made the mistake at one time of really thinking, man, wouldn't it be nice to have waterfront property? Holy fuck. Most of my road, not the driveway, this is the driveway, the road starts about 100 yards there. The first 200 or 300 yards isn't too bad. It's walkable, but there's water running down it. The further down you get, it's white water, and it's seriously flowing. And this is basically compressed silt. So, see, I came through, I had to get out of the truck to open the gate, which was hilarious. It's maybe 6 inches deep there and running down the road. Oh yeah, the gate's open. I'm not going to bother closing it. Water is freaking cold. Oh, there was hail also. There was drifts of hail along the road. So this water is melting hail as much as it is rain. Got the truck past the gate, and then the first corner, it's always really soft. I have to be careful with the motorcycle there. Yeah, the truck just sunk. It's up to the hubs. And, well, up to the hubs in water. And the front bumper had water hitting it, and that's where I left it. It's not currently raining. The water level has been dropping considerably. The entire road from about the landfill to here, that's about 15 miles. 13, 10, 15, we'll say 10 miles. I think it's 10. About half of the road is underwater. And the road, I'll try to get a shot of it tomorrow. I got some on my cell phone before the phone, well, first the battery dead, and then the card, the memory card filled up on it. So that was the end of that. I had left the generator running and the big computer was running, and I see the generator is now quiet, so I don't know what happened. I'm going to look at that tomorrow. I'm supposed to work tomorrow. This will dry by then, I'm pretty sure, so I should probably have no trouble getting to work tomorrow. The question will be, if it rains again, then what? I am going to leave a note or talk to my supervisor and say, hey, this is the deal. I have world-class flooding potential out here that I didn't fully appreciate. A few people, oh, okay, when I registered my property to get my 911 address. Okay, check this out. That's the kind of ripples you'd see at the beach, right? That's from running water. Holy crap. Yeah, it's a good thing I left the laptop in the truck because okay, here's one pass adventure day principle. I fell down on the road, not in the Amazon or something like that. This is walking down the road. I'm soaked all the way up to the crotch, and then half. This right arm went down to catch myself. I had my wallet, so I left that in the bus when I was grabbing the camera. But oh look, a sunset, pretty. So I got video on the cell phone, and thankfully I had that because nobody would believe this shit. I mean, this is like the movies. I was like, oh, I should take my camera. Oh, that's silly. It rained yesterday. It wasn't that bad. Well, I don't know. I got a lot more rain today than I got yesterday. And hail. I hope my truck starts tomorrow. I don't know if I can get it out of there or not, but I think once it dries, it should come out pretty easy. It was so silty, I couldn't get it to move. This is where my house was. Yeah, we are seriously gonna have to rethink this. There's one hole there. The hole that I talked about earlier this morning that had 8 inches of water, that hole is gone. It should be right about here. It's just completely filled up. So, keep that in mind. This is why I'm walking around with this camera, because I need to know this kind of stuff. Where is the flow pattern? Probably, yeah, I don't know if I can divert that much water. I mean, holy crap. If I did a trench along this tree line, that would tend to pull it that way, away from my build site. Okay. But I saw how the trenches performed out by the road. The frickin' road is whitewater for miles. It's like you're just driving down the middle of a frickin' stream. It's really kind of messed up out here right now. And I met somebody on the road. They got to a spot where it looked bad and they were going to turn around, but they didn't have to get through because they came out to check on their property, and then they're going to go back to wherever they live, out in town or something like that. So they were all excited about the rain because it's going to fill up their tanks. I think they got livestock or something. And I was like, oh, so do you need to get through? No, we're fine. We're going to turn around. So we talked for a little bit. And they were like, yeah, it's the monsoon season. And I was like, somebody in town mentioned that earlier today, and I thought they were kidding. So I got a feeling this isn't the worst or the last of it. Wow. Yeah, first thing in the morning, hopefully it dries out, go down and see if I can get the truck out. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down, I'm going to get naked and put some dry clothes on and enjoy my school bus, which is above the water line. Of all the mistakes I've made, this is probably the best one. Stay tuned.